underway with Kyra Condi. And Fanny, you spent a long time down on the mats this morning having a look at these boulders. I know you'd love to be climbing them, but what did you think of them?
That looks really nice. And yeah, I was really looking forward to see what's going on this semi-final.
Well, Kyra Condi is immediately through the first powerful section, does a drop knee, carefully brings the left hand through. And looking good here, up to the top. Yeah. Left hand on right hand.
Keeping the foot on the wall, that's pretty good.
Oh.
And nice.
Though Kyra sent this very quickly, that's no guarantee this is necessarily an easy boulder.
No, and especially being out first, like, give you a special energy, and sometimes, yeah, you're just breaking the round. So do not expect like anything from the rest. It can be hard.
Well, last week your teammate Flavie came on last during the semi-final, stayed in the final all the way through. So it's important at the moment to watch the start of the semi-final as well as the end. But Melody is immediately into the starting position and hits the swing first time into the zone. That's indicated by the circle with zone and the yellow line. And then there's one awkward move in the middle here, this left hand.
Yeah, the drop knee looks like really important. And Kyra didn't have her foot flying, but Melody catch the swing.
Yeah, Melody's doing well. Now she's getting a very high left heel. And then she's got to change it into a toe and start
very high foot.
Yeah, it's a huge rock up, isn't it?
Yeah, for me it's a typical move of Japanese, like putting foot really high. But maybe it's not the final. I think she can make it again.
Absolutely, I'm going to be watching out for her. She's climbing in a couple of athletes' time. Melody goes again. She's got a minute left. Rested, which was clever. She knows what to do it. Just looked like she burnt out the time before. Into the first of the pinchy slopers. Gets the second. This is where she fell before.
Very hard move.
Big, powerful move doing it like that.
Yeah, like the shoulder move with the foot flying looks like really hard.
I'm pretty sure she's being joined by Miriam Fugu on stage from Italy, so that was the big reaction from the crowd. There she is.
Yeah, Italy is really loud for their athlete, and it was really good to hear yesterday.
We're getting big support from the MC as well. But we do get a World Cup in France soon. Briançon and Chamonix coming up.
Yeah, sadly only lead World Cup, but maybe it will go back for bouldering again.
We could petition. Miriam drops the first jump. So we'll flick the...
I think this coordination is not so easy, like it's powerful and you have to be accurate on the left hand, which is slippery on the side.
Sakara is having a look at this boulder. Looks like she's enjoying herself out there as she comes up. Striking yellow and green on the wall. And a sort of odd pressing position to start with, coming into that dish shape thing.
Yeah, it's a little bit like in the corner, and you have to use your palm and foot in opposition.
Oh, big shoulder move. Kyra almost gets a foot on, she does now, and she'll want to shake out that left hand. And
Next
now
one is a zone.
Yeah, there you can see that zone there. So she gets it. She's got to use it, which she will now.
And next one is tape, so you have to be
yeah, there's
precise.
A blocker. Oh, nasty right hand crimp, but it's good. Up to the sloper, and then this is where the power endurance kicks in. Kyra needs to find a way of stabilizing herself to make the match.
Ah, nice footwork.
Looks a bit shaky still.
Come on.
Gets a heel in. That looks... Oh, that's not going to count. Although she touched it, she didn't control the top.
Yeah. I think this top match is really hard, and you have to work on the legs to stabilize your body.
Yeah, I think sometimes an athlete comes out from the top of the wall and they maybe think it was a top, but that time Kyra was quite obvious. She knew she wasn't in control there.
Yeah, yesterday we have some top issue, like really
Controversy.
hard for the judge to make it into yes, it's a top or not. Hopefully, it will not be the same for this one.
Yeah, control is always one of those difficult things because there isn't a time limit on it. It don't like it has to be a certain amount of time. So
No.
it's up to the judge's opinion a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, if the judge judged every climber the same, there is no problem. But yeah, it's not the time, and it's changed. So this is weird also for people who start judging with the 3 seconds, and now it's not. You always have this back in mind.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. And it is, look, it's a tricky job, that one. And what, you know, an athlete might think is control and a judge thinks is control, it's...
Yeah, also, yeah, when you're climbing, you don't really realize what you're doing, and sometimes you really think you hold something, and you watch the video and like, no way.
Yeah, I think you've named every climber there who's ever watched a video. You're like, wow, I do that. It is hard to know what you're doing. Kyra again with the big shoulders, tries to get the right foot in, does now. And she's back on this crimpy section. And that right-hand blocked crimp looks particularly small.
Yeah, I think maybe they think about crossing, but the way she's doing looks pretty efficient. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I did watch a few crosses in there more than the match. And then it becomes a matter of
just
friction.
smearings.
So what do you think she needs? A toe hook in here or stick with that heel?
I think this heel is good, but maybe the left hand a little bit more on the left and being really low under the shoulder to match.
Oh, Miriam tries to bump the right hand over. She's got a zone, no top yet. So Kyra has to slow down a bit after her amazing flash at the beginning. She's got 20 seconds left. Sorry, 30 seconds left. Oh, better with the shoulder. We're bringing that right foot up as hard.
The hard part of this move for her is just putting back her foot on her right hand. Now she has to be fast.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Look at that time. No mistakes.
But yeah, it's okay. Don't rush too much neither.
Right, she hands a little bit further over, but she's got 5 seconds. She's going to have to lock that heel in, and it's not going to be enough.
You can feel the tiring on this.
That they'd go and jump in between the rounds to cool them down.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And there is nothing like this. But you can bring your own ice if it doesn't melt, because with this weather it will melt in a second.
Yeah, it is hot here in Italy. All right, so this is your teammate Flavie Cohort on. She won a medal last week.
Don't even need to run and jump. And
yeah, so go
reading,
France.
I thought about this better, but it looks better, the 1-2 with only hands.
All right, so Melody goes up to the shoulder. A little easier to bring that right foot through than Kyra found it.
Yeah, and she reached the shoulder with the foot still on the first hold.
This is a good position to rest in here. You can't hang around too long. Out to the first of the pinches. Will she do the cross? No, she goes for the match. Palm up underneath. Just kicks the left foot around.
Nice flip.
And Fanny, where do you think her left hand should be here? Like as far over as possible or round about there? Oh, a heel hook.
Wow. Yeah, this looks really... Asked me some question, and yeah, we discuss a lot. But I think every climber have to learn a lot from everyone. Like the style is changing constantly, and I'm feeling like I'm learning as much as the other one and the younger one.
That's good to know. All right, Flavie gets a left toe in, stops the swing, but it is a big one. Up to the left hand, she's gonna match it.
Wow, really strong on the pinch catch.
Slopey holds. And a weird start, sort of with a big toe hook at the beginning.
Yeah, you have to put the 2 foot first, and then put the 2 feet first, and then toe hook. So quite demanding on abs.
Yeah, so Kyra's going to be fighting hard. And then Luka Rakovic, good to see her in a semi-final. She's had a bit of an on-off season. But she'll be gearing up for the lead as well.
I guess she's preparing a lot for lead, but good surprise for her, like this semi-final. It's really nice.
Well, Kyra is through the first toe hooky move. She's got to unlock that left one, though. It will cause a bit of a swing. You can see controlling it well. And then just slopey pinches from now on.
Yeah, little Sam to help, but still nasty one.
Time. If they want, they can just wait the entire 5 minutes and climb in the last 10 seconds, but not advised. Although I would quite like to see that. One day, someone can show off. Right, Miriam stretches to the right, this palm. Needs to bring the foot up underneath her, and it's all about this shoulder move that she hits very statically.
Yeah, very comfortable in this position, like in the corner.
And went with the left foot up rather than the right, so a bit different. And now she's going to go for the cross here, I think. Well, she wants to anyway, trying to work this move out.
Yeah, she doesn't. Now she used a little foot, but
it's a tricky one because you can drop back down to that jug-like hold and rest, which is sort of like a double-edged sword because it allows you to rest, but it gives you a lot of time to think about the next moves. And look at the power from Kyra here. She looks for the match, just gets it, bumps the thumb in, and then goes out to the right. You could just see her running out of power. Well, this is Lučka Rakovic. We missed this off camera. This is one of her tops, so a good start to her comp. Big jump from her, which you don't usually see.
Yeah, I think every coordination move is like trickier for lead climber most of the time.
And then she needed one move away.
Maybe is better for her. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, well worked by Lučka there.
Very strong.
So Team Slovenia get one on the board. Janja Garnbret is not climbing this weekend. She'll be back in Innsbruck if people are wondering where she is, having talked about Team Slovenia just then. And neither is last week's winner, Oriane Berton. And I'll ask why in a second, Fanny. But right now, let's look at Miriam. So this is a great thing with having a French team. I can get all the gossip. This is brilliant. Right, Miriam reaches across. Oh, she crosses under.
Yeah, nice.
But has that crimp in that sort of backwards position.
Yeah, and she's pinching the zone hold. And I think Kyra and Melody was more using the palm and pressing it.
Kyra goes again, 10 seconds. This is where it looks like she starts to burn out a little bit. Oh, went for the big jump.
Yeah, maybe this worked, but well.
It's worth trying with a minute to go, I guess.
Yeah, the beginning is going pretty fast, so yeah, but it's more about the energy left after the 2, 1, and 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And skin, of course. I mean, you said at the beginning. All right, Miriam goes again with 40 seconds. She crossed through before, but looked a bit uncomfortable on both the crimps. Easy swing up. Gets the first crimp, reaches underneath, and she's back in this position.
She's turning her hand. But yeah, it's maybe not very good for catching the volume then, because you have your wrist really turned.
Yeah, I was about to say, the wrist looked like you'd have to break it almost to get around in that position. Kyra's got one more shot at this. She matches. She's going to go to the right, and I think she might be timed out. She's going to have to hurry up here. No.
Yeah, I think maybe if you can reach the foot on...
Nakagawa is back. Yeah, so where is Oriane Berton? Where's our gold medalist from last week?
I think she's training.
Okay.
Preparing for the lead season, because, yeah, the big goal this year is obviously the Olympic qualification. So, yeah, have some rest. I think it was pretty intense for first stage of the season.
Yes, it really
was. And it was a big surprise in Prague to make this gold. So she deserves a very good rest now. That
is fair enough. She's got some leave. Right, Ryu is looking very good on this, but falls from the slopers at the top. And Chloe is in the background. And that's the beginning of Boulder 3. We didn't really see Kyra do this, but awkward moves, horizontal.
Yeah. Spectacular one, but maybe not so hard.
But releasing the foot looks a bit tricky.
Yeah, this section is really bad hand, and the foot are really not in the position you would like to be.
Yeah, and she falls. Looks like she took quite a lot of power out of herself by figuring out that first sequence. So it might be better the second time. And there is Chloe once more pulling on this stacked green feature. It's pushing you backwards as well. It's a bit overhanging on the second panel.
Yeah, the second panel, but with the foot on the volumes, it makes a little bit of slab start. But you have to be flexible on the shoulder to be comfortable in this corner position. And there is a big difference in between climbers for those kind of move.
Very true. Ryu comes across, gets the shoulder much better this time. Stops her swing by kicking the wall. She's got one move.
Matching on the right can be really efficient. Yeah, nice.
There we go, perfect. Quick top from her in just 2 attempts. And there is Flavie. So tell me a bit about her as an athlete. What's her main strengths as a climber?
I think coordination is really a very good skill of her. And she improving a lot of different style lately, and that's why she's where she is now, especially Slav, I think. But yeah, coordination, she's really strong.
Something new we're trying. Thank you very much, camera crews. IFSC team doing well there. So let us know what you think about that. So here goes Flavie, once again on the start, and lots of time left on the clock to get it done.
She's pretty efficient on the beginning, and then she have to find a solution on this fingery part. Yeah, with the palm this time on the zone, but then she's right hand on it.
Oh, now she didn't really bother with any of the feet through there, just went for the big move.
I'm not sure if she didn't want to catch the edge of the volume as a last right hand, but yeah, I think it's really better for going to the top. The move she tried looks so hard.
Yeah, it really does. Well, she's got time to reset. Melody is trying to fight the pump here.
Catching a very hard swing, I guess.
And she's got the left toe in underneath.
Yeah, she's fighting a lot. Like, all this is so hard, I think. Wow. And yeah, wow, only 13 seconds.
Yeah, she might not go again, but we'll see. We're going to stick with Flavie. She went for the wild jump. I don't think she'll try that again, but you never know. 25 seconds, she's got to be a bit quick.
Yeah, but she has time, and looks like she's changing. Yes, that was good, but a little bit too fast and not enough control.
Perhaps playing into this. Well, she's down as Anastasia Sanders. She prefers Annie Sanders, so that's what we'll call her. She's just 15. She nearly won a medal in Salt Lake City, and she's one to watch for the future, this lady here. Run and jump start, up to the slope is easy stuff so far for Annie.
Yeah, here there is a really decision to take, like, and to engage your body fully in this move. But there is different beta, so it's not so easy to be fully convinced of what the right thing is to do.
Now here is Luchka, fresh from her top of Boulder 1. She stands up to this resting position. This is her flash go. She immediately goes for the match.
So she's screaming, but she's holding.
Yeah.
Like, crimps is really what she's super good at.
Yeah, she's going to enjoy that. It's going to look like a jug for her, but she pops the foot. And this is Miriam dropping back down to the crimp to try to work out how to get the feet over. All right, Annie looks to jump again. She's not a natural coordination mover, is Annie Sanders. She, again, kind of from that lead background more, but she is working on it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about her, because I don't know her so much, but yeah, she has a really good strength lead climbing, I guess.
Yeah, it's amazing watching her climb a boulder like a lead route sometimes. You know, she reads it before she does certain moves, chalks up in odd positions. But she's struggling a bit with this move at the moment. Changes things up a bit.
And I think for this coordination, like, your body position is really hard, and you have to engage all your body and not just reaching the hold with your hands. That's a tricky part of this move, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot to ask Right, Annie's on the main screen. Luchka, women's 2. Miriam is having her boulder brushed on 3, and then Kyra is on the slab down at 4, which is hidden around the corner on the main screen, but is part of that corner complex that you can see on the right. All right, Luchka's close. She's got a knee bar in, and a big scream from Luchka.
Yeah, I think the knee bar is good to stay on this position, but then to reach the top hole, it gets you a little bit low.
I hope that was Luchka's power scream, because that was awesome. I've never heard her power scream. All right, Kyra works her way through the first corner, gets a bit of a rest here, but needs to keep moving. And the zone fanny is on the big volume on the outside, but that can be anything attached to it.
Yeah.
No go for Kyra, breathing heavy out there in the heat. Yeah, there's no chance of bad weather disrupting things here in Brixen. I hope not anyway. It's a massive roof that comes over it. It'd have to be a monumental storm.
Yeah, the place is really nice, and for the athletes, the organization, like the warm-up wall is really next to the boulders, and there is like a clean venue to go from the warm-up area to the venue. So yeah, it's really nice. I like this organization of comp.
Yeah, I'd agree. And we're in Italy, so the pizza's good. And that always adds something.
The good point of being outside, and also it's really well covered, so rain will not interrupt the comp.
Yeah. So no rain delays, and he takes a big fall. And Luchka is resting, gets stood up again. I think she's had a few goes at this now. Yes, she has 3 on the board. Out she goes to the first of the zones. As you said, just holding, not crimping. Easy through, she makes the match. Shakes out on that horrible crimp. But now it gets a bit more Boulder style here. Powerful move to the zone.
Yeah, it looks like she's not very comfortable on the
career. Someone who, again, was more of a lead climber, really improved her bouldering, and now she's a regular in semi-finals. Really stepped things up. Korea, of course, saw Do-Hyun Lee win for the men last week in Prague. Very excited for them, so they'll be behind Xian here as she drops the first move. Ryu goes up onto the palm, uses a knee. Why not?
Yeah, I think for taller climber it's really high to put the foot on the hand, but using her knee is really smart, and I think she's really good at using her strengths of being a tall climber, which is not easy.
Now up she goes again. Smearing against the wall, better than Luca. Luca really trusting.
From this little foot, which is good, and oh, with the toe.
Easy top.
Super nice.
Well, that was a flash, in fact. And Xianso matches as well. It's going to be a quick send for her.
Super solid on this last move, very physical.
Awesome work. All right, so quick sends all round. I'm not sure who's on the stage, if anyone's still on the stage. All right, there we go. So trying to work through the slab is Melody. She's out of that corner sequence. Drops very low, and that right foot, there's so much pressure going through it right now.
Yeah, it's a really hard footwork, I guess. With the end only on the edge, there is no hold for under the volume.
All right, she's out to the pinch, creeps away up. Smart work with the left toe underneath.
Yeah. And the little foot on the right is not a foot, it's totally slippery. It's just to tape the volume, which is a little bit broken.
Oh, I see. So on the right, where the black jib is, they can't stand on that.
Oh.
Well, anyway, it's not designed to stand on, it's designed to block. So they've only got boulder number 1, apart from Melody, who got boulder number 2, instead of boulder number 1. All right, Melody again into the corner.
Wow. This will not look so easy. Squeezing with legs and arms, and then have to put the foot really on the left.
Yeah, it's very deceptively powerful through that. Right, left foot through, drills it into that handhold, snatches for the right one.
Yeah, she's not very comfortable on those foot, but she's going fast and very accurate, so it works. It's really nice to see.
She's doing well, right. Stretches up to the volume, matches it good from her. This is where she fell before.
And maybe you can see the shark mark
oh, I
on
see
the
it,
right.
yeah, on the right.
And now she's trying this.
Yeah, she must have spotted that, yeah. Route setters sometimes leave handprints on the wall or big patches of chalk just to give an athlete a clue of where to go.
But yeah, then you need to use the smearing on the wall, which looks quite hard.
Yeah, it does, right, up to the first
Nice,
pinch.
but not enough. The one move is missing, but maybe not the easiest one.
No. So here goes Flavie, quick press into the starting position.
Nice.
Kyra just walked past the commentary box looking very red in the face. I think it is super hot out there on the mats.
She's using a totally different beta, like keeping her toe hook really far and then jumping straight to the two good holes, which are in opposition. So different from Kyra, but at the moment still not working.
Yeah, she's just got 20 seconds, so everyone is going to be speeding at this point, and that will be it from here. Those toe hooks are going to be easier to get, but harder to release, possibly.
Yes, and like if you keep your toe hook and go at the top of everything, you have to go fast and dynamic, and I'm not sure she will choose that, but let's see.
No, well, she bumps the left hand, hasn't got the thumb underneath, drops back to the crimp, now brings the thumb in. But watch that left foot, she's got to release it, she's very stretched out, and there's going to be a big swing here.
Yes, she's really horizontal, and this makes this catching blue almost impossible.
All right, Annie gets the splits in, tries to get her left foot on nothing really, and she's very low now on this tear-shaped hold. Tries to look for a slope on the left, but there's not much there. Got to move that right foot up somehow.
Yeah, I think she didn't think about smearing the wall, but almost make this work.
Yeah, it's like she got trapped in a position and then thought, well, actually I could try this, you know, it might happen. Miriam just changes her shoes for the slab. You see a lot of athletes doing that, or it might be one of her shoes, can't tell the graphics just in the way there, but Gilou is trying to figure out a more static way to do this first jump. Wow.
Very flexible.
Yeah, she changed her mind, which is a good thing. So gets the right foot up, crosses through.
Wow, without the drop knee, looks super hard move.
It does. Luchka is meanwhile is back where she was, trying to work out how to catch this big swing. Doesn't look close to it at the moment.
No, it looks like she don't have anything to hold. Those holds must be really slippery.
All right, Annie begins the boulder again. I didn't see how she did this move. Oh, easy up.
Just like that.
Just like that. Look at the ease she brings her right foot up. It's all very well to be flexible, but you've got to have strength with the flexibility, because anyone, you know, you can do the splits on a wall, but if you can't get out of the splits and push and press, it doesn't make any difference. And I think she's trying the more traditional way, perhaps, trying to get a little bit higher up. That's better.
Yeah, but she put this time, yeah, she put the foot on the right, which makes it possible to use the edge better.
She wants the toe. She needs control. She gets it.
And
that was impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because for her, she's taller, and the toe hook was really close, so maybe it was harder.
All right, so women's 2 is done. It gets blanked out at the top of your screen. Luchka, again with the same method, just needs to find something a bit extra with this move. You can see her idea. She's trying to use the momentum to get the right.
Yeah, and maybe change the time of reaching the holds, like reaching the second one first.
Gilou is not making progress on that jump. Got it on camera. We caught it before.
Yeah, it's weird because the other girl didn't miss it once they've done it one time. I think she can be quite tired because she also did all the season. And yeah, it's a lot of round.
It is a lot of round. It's been busy. Lots of travelling as well. A lot of people missing some competitions, picking other ones. The World Championship, of course, is a big focus for most people this year. That's getting closer and closer, which is a bit scary. It's in like August.
Yeah.
Luchka is burning out a bit as she tries to get that sideways move. Zhilu Lao falls on the top left of your screen. Miriam from Italy is trying on the slab. Presses her way through. Hasn't had the best of rounds. She's sitting outside of the final at the moment.
Wow. I think she didn't realize how...
This time.
Yes, it was a weird qualification round because there was some Boulder not so hard. So the ranking can be a little bit different from what we used to see.
Yeah. No, you're right. It was sometimes just attempts that made a difference. It was really tight. Ryu swings.
Very nice. So she get the zone hold right hand first, but for the swing, catching the swing, that was more efficient. And then she could match.
Yeah, good pinch strength from her. Natalia looked a bit confused at this first jump. Cheon-so into the zone.
Yeah, easily on this pulse.
She's looking good so far. Already got a top. She can make it 2 out of 2. She'll be right up there on the leaderboard.
Oh no. She was like comfortable with the split, but then she wanted to go on the corner and smearing on the wall, but slipped.
Natalia holds the swing. Good progress from her this time. One move away. And she has a top.
Even harder for the next pullers.
Yeah, if you have to fight but you get through it, it kind of gives you that confidence boost, doesn't it? Just like, oh, okay, I'm on form today. Like, this might be my day. Ryu again with the match. Let's watch this as she holds the swing. Easy up. Last time, very powerful on this. And again, good core strength to stop that left leg going too far.
The height of the athlete in this move make a big difference.
If only. Cheon-so works her way up with the right foot. Easy on. This is where Annie got a big right that she's choosing to go underneath with a heel, I think, under there.
Choosing the Ruseda's beta. Wow.
Nearly knocked herself off by hitting her right arm with the volume, but she makes it work.
I think she holds his left hand so hard. Super strong one.
Yeah, blood coming out the fingernails there, but she gets it done. Flavie is into the zone. She's in 5th. She can get a top here, would really help her score. Bump her way up the board.
Yeah. And wow, that was nice because it looked like it was hard for her.
Freeze out on the stage, you panic a little bit. Like, what happens when the buzzer goes for you?
I don't know. I think maybe it's not completely conscious, but the more it can stress you, it's when you are on the wall, and if you know you cannot have time enough to make another go, this can make you stress quite a lot. Wow, this was really nice with the left foot on the left and with the drop knee. This could have worked really well.
Fanny just had such a smile on her face as she said that. It was like a cool bit of beta. All right, Flavie needs to get stood up, but she's out of balance. Goes back to the press.
For me, it's always a super cool game to try to...
There's Annie Sanders on the powerful start. Can't get the toe in, but just drops the feet down and kind of campuses her toes up.
Yeah, with this move, like, from the mat, it looks like hard to put this toe hook. And none of the athletes before have trouble on this move, but I think it's not that easy.
Luchka is working her feet slowly across. Left foot particularly not standing on anything. Now she gets to release it and will chalk up. Tiptoes the left, gets the right on. Reaches underneath the volume.
Yeah, she's really down on the foot, so she can use the volume with the hand.
Awkward foot swap though. You can't really see it.
This match foot looks hard.
Yeah. Well, sat down like that, you've got all your weight into your feet. Really difficult. Zhilu with the back crimp tries to make the sloper work. Seems to at the moment. Gets high feet.
She looks so comfortable on those friction hands.
Crazy contact straight. Wow. She can't hold that.
The left foot slipped, but otherwise I think she was really good for doing it. And wow, what a move from Sandra. Matching on the right hand. Yeah.
It's powerful stuff from her.
Looked like she did a really good attempt.
All right, Luchka into this press. We haven't seen too much of this starting position, but there's a heel hook. And then you bring the left hand in, and once you're in that position, it's not too bad. You then start the big kick outright. And you can see you can stem or bridge, rest in that corner, chalk up. And he's got the toes in on women's 3. And Zhilu is resting on women's 2, as we stick with Luchka as she works her feet across onto the slab. Now, before she really weighted these feet, squatting down on them, she's gone a bit higher this time, gives herself a bit more room to make the swap, but still can't quite make it stick.
Yeah, I think Melody didn't match. She was standing and reaching the volume first, and then she changed her feet.
And his elbows start to go up there as she tries to press through the move.
2 long boulders.
It's always the sign athletes getting a bit pumped is when those elbows raise.
If she gets bumped, it means that's wow.
Yes,
it was
exactly.
a really long effort.
Yeah, and he doesn't really get pumped. It's nice to see here as well, the athletes once again being treated like stars that they are. Lots of people getting autographs. In fact, they're grabbing every athlete who leaves the isolation area and sort of cornering them with a bunch of kids signing T-shirts and stuff. Really good to see. Right, Zhilu walking away up the wall once more, minute 34.
She's not crimping or almost, just holding this.
Casual. She looks so good with that right hand friction.
And now with the toe instead of with the heel instead of the toe, much better.
Luchka definitely needs a chalk bag though. Lots of opportunities to chalk up on this route.
Yeah.
This Boulder. She was a bit higher the last time she tried that. She's gone back to sitting down on it.
She's going back down, yeah. Out and jumping. Yeah.
Trying everything.
That was quite a good idea, I think. But she was really low. Nice, wow.
Annie out to the right. If you're hearing a siren in the background.
And very solid on this sequence.
Annie looks good. Yeah, if you heard a siren on the background, I'm not sure what that is actually, but there was a supposed to yet. Just zones on Boulder 4. Quite a few tops on Boulder 1 and more of Boulder 2 coming through. Boulder 3 proving too difficult so far. That's the story of the tops.
Little squeeze.
Everyone making this first sequence look not too bad.
Yeah, I think Miriam from Italy have some trouble in this section, but we didn't see her attempts.
Yeah, it's more awkward than it looks, but look at this footwork from her.
Yeah, and using the palm, even if it's slippery, it's quite good and intelligent to do.
Wow. Well, I'm not sure if she read this before, if she's figuring it out in the moment, but it's clever stuff.
I think it's really hard to read exactly what sequence you can do, but it's more about feeling in this kind of boulder, at least for me.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Oh, and she's trying, yeah, with the foot on very left. Wow.
So often quite instinctual. Well, we're watching a replay here of Johanna, who made quick work of Boulder 1, powerful into the shoulders, pops to the top,
very
left
solid,
hand.
without matching the right hand before going to the top. Good one from her.
Yeah, Johanna is underway. Seon So she has unlocked the toe. Gets the left toe underneath.
Completely different, like no toe on the left, but really good core strength and powerful. Wow.
Great to see this boulder being done very differently.
Very nice. And she will try to put her foot on the left, which is nice.
And a massive rocker.
Come on. Yes, wow.
Well, this could be the first time we see Boulder 3 topped. We'll make it 3 out of 3 for Xian So. Can she get this last move, though? Rests before she goes.
It's not so steep at the end, but still you have to rate this one.
She matches
very
it.
Nice.
Round climber. All right, Annie's on the slabs. She might enjoy this a bit more than some of those jumpier sequences. She's sitting in 8th, needs a top. It's pretty good on top of that volume where her right foot is, but it's kind of in the wrong place. But
yeah, and she's on the edge of the volume. This is really scary because it can slip very fast.
yeah, imagine how little rubber she's got pressed into the wall by standing on that corner. But somehow she's turned it now, and her left foot is flatter, more rubber engaged. Palming down on the wall as she gets the crimp.
Yeah, very nice, very patient and precise on her foot.
Works the left foot through. This is still her flash go.
I like this angle, like you don't see how much strength you have to put on your toes, like to crimp with toes.
Yeah, it's good to see. Look at the shake on the left foot. That shows how much power's going on. And she really, though, needs to do a foot swap
And then,
here.
yeah, she's standing and using the toe, which is better than sitting, I guess.
Yeah, really good. Still hooking underneath. And spends her time chalking up. First time the hands are really engaged properly for a while on this.
And, yeah, wow. She's trying to holding the volume with the foot.
She
The
unhooks
swing
the
will
left.
be quite hard to catch, but the volume looks okay, as far as you still have feet.
Yeah, she tries to work her way higher up the volume. And you can see the problem is she can't unlock that left toe in that position and go for the next move. She's trying to do a foot match.
Very nice. Wow.
That foot hit the wall like it was made of glue, just stuck onto it.
And very precise on the left foot, like matching and not slipping.
But this is a flash go. It would be such a heartbreak if she falls now.
And she's using the foot on the volume instead of the little one, but maybe he'll change.
Even Annie must start to get pumped here. She can't bring her foot into that foothold. I don't know if she can see it properly.
And this hold is not something like to really hold, but to feel like friction with the palm. Oh, very interesting, but yeah, not so easy to find a way out.
No. Fascinating
Wow.
stuff, Annie.
Zilu catching the, the swing with only friction on this yellow volume.
Yeah, what she got on her hands, crazy. Right, she looks like she's going for the big jump here, but she might change her mind. Now looks left to try to find a foot. And
Time to get efficient to
well, this
found
was
out.
Petra's top. Look at the shoulders engaged there as she locks in then has this last big move up, weight on the left foot, and you back her to get this every day, and she does.
Very smart, like the matching on the right, getting you closer to the top.
Good stuff. So that's the action off camera. Well, while we were watching Annie, and Annie is back on again.
Yeah, Annie really making a strong performance in this one, like highest position we see for now.
Yeah, but she's going to have to go a bit quicker than before, commit to these sequences, because this is the moment that took her a while to work out before, unlocking that left and being in the right position. And did the big kick out to the right.
And so we see the end chalk on the wall, the indication from the rotating, we guess. But she's deciding to match fit and kick the wall.
Yeah, doing something a bit different, but it worked for her just now. But 24 seconds, she's still... Oh, now she finds the palm.
Nice. Yeah, looks easier.
Time is a big factor here. She's been bumped up to 7 due to that zone, but she needs something else, and she's going to have to snatch for it. 8 seconds. It's going to be a buzzer beater if she's going to do this. Right foot on, pops up with the left.
Wow.
Close as you can get.
She's done some buzzer beater quite impressive in Salt Lake, but this one sadly didn't work.
Super close. This is Sandra getting women's 2. 2 out of 2 for her, too.
Yeah,
two.
very
How many twos can I
good.
say?
Very good.
Spent 30 seconds looking at this, and now she gets underway. Brings the left foot off the mats into the starting position. Check out the leaderboard. Kyra is in the danger zone at the moment in 6th. I think that's Natalia on women's 3, Seon So on women's 4.
Oh, she's using different better, but now she's matching on the foot, so she's in the same position as the other one. And again, for the taller climber, this foot on the end, not so easy.
You can see them sort of stopping and go, oh!
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, little adjustment needed. Johanna makes the match easy to the crib, but then this is where things get really hard. Flags with the left foot underneath the top of the swing, bumps up into the slope with the right hand, and will start walking her feet up the wall. And now, how do you match that thing? That's the problem.
And so, wow.
No problem.
Very solid, yes. Oh, she looks so happy.
Strong stuff from Johanna. She gets another top. Seon So now with her on women's 4. No one doing this. Annie coming close, not making it, and that actually pushing her out of the finals place. She's now down in 8th. And Kyra has been bumped. Melody takes her 6th place.
Yeah, Annie with the last stop could have been in a good position, but yeah, sadly, not this time.
Yeah, close.
And Natalia in the 3.
Yeah, Natalia in 3.
This one can fit her really well.
There she is, makes the match. She's got...
Wow. She have a little bit of margin. Yeah, it's crazy.
She's got strength in the tank there, makes a match. It's another top for Natalia.
And so at the moment, first position. If she do this last one, she is pretty much guaranteed to be in the final.
Yeah, look, rank number 1.
Maybe not her favorite, but we don't know.
Yeah, let's see if she's feeling slabby today.
Yeah.
Looks good on her feet.
Looks very good now. And catching this toe first time.
Same method as Annie at the moment with that left toe underneath.
Yeah, she's really smaller, but holding this volume quite good and catching the wall with her feet.
This is the move Annie couldn't work out. That looks a bit
she
better
looks
from Seon
quite
So.
good on the last hold out, and she is changing for pinching. And wow.
That's 4 out of 4 for her. She's amazing. Slaps out. 20 seconds to go. She moves quickly, rotating the feet through. Crosses through with the left hand, holds a shoulder press, and now one move away with 14 seconds to go.
Oh, nice.
Drops the left hand, and that
The youth category together, but at this time there was no world championship for bouldering, only for lead. And we was doing world European Cup.
Yeah, so a long time together, and there she is. We flick back to Sandra, but now we're on Petra. Up to the half moon dish, drops down with the right hand.
And we was talking about this with the French girls, like who have the same age as us, and she was talking about the girls competing and doing really good now, and they was on the same comp since the very beginning, and I was like, who are the same age as me? And there is a route setter here, I think, Anna Borrella.
Okay.
And the organizer also. I don't.
And that's it. Wow.
It's like so different.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing some. I don't know what to call you guys, because you're such legends of the sport, and veterans always makes you sound like you're sort of an invalid or like in an old person's home. So I don't know what would be best. I think legends, maybe.
I don't know. I think for girls there is not so many people in the same position than me, like Petra. But for guys, it's much more.
It seems to be a longer career for men at the moment.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. All right, Petra stretches over to the left. Up with the right hand. She's powerful on these kind of moves. Oh, kick for the top. And now immediately looks left to try to work out how to match this thing. But that right hand is, you can see the sweat marks left from it. Main screen. Leaderboard on the right of your screen. A full box indicates a top, half box indicates a zone. And Xion So is leading the way, just ahead of Natalia Grossman, who hasn't climbed women's 4 yet. Gilou works her left foot around and down, eventually gets the sole pressed in against the wall. Gilou being very slow, making sure of the feet. And Petra, having come close, we'll wait to see how burnt out she is as she drops. She's got a very awkward way of doing that first move, like a finger pressing against the half moon.
Yeah, I didn't see. I think the other one was just using the thumb.
Yeah. Petra stood up and she'll rest. Gilou, meanwhile, from a good angle on top of the wall, is still standing up on the slab.
Wow.
Bit too dynamic. She's got a minute left. She's going to have to go quickly. Petra, keep an eye on her as we flick on the main screen. Right feet up on the wall.
We can see her left hand going out. So sweaty.
And now, how is she going to work the feet? She wants something.
You know, in the shoulder holds. We didn't see anyone trying this, I guess.
No, Gilou is having to climb quick on the end. 20 seconds. Needs to nail this stand-up move. Left into the zone. Is ready for the jump.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Wow.
She was fighting against time. Check that with her. Someone told me this. I was like, surely not. But yep, Osh.
Osh.
So I'm going to call her that from now on. I like Osh. Natalia Grossman goes right. She's got 3 tops out of 3. Look how
Very
smoothly.
chill on her smearing. She has a really good flexibility of ankles.
She does, and she's doing well. Climbing very quickly. She's got a lot of time left on the clock.
Nice.
Big slap to the volume for Natalia.
Foot kick.
Good stuff from Natalia. Sets up for the last move. We're going to see our second top of this. Oh, across.
Quite surprising, but she can get better on the rest of the circuits.
I like Boulder too. I think it's a really interesting. It's the boulder I'd want to climb the most if I was trying to climb them. What's your style, Fanny? Which one of these catches your eye?
Well, the second one also.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, I think I really like those kind of move and the frictions and using body position and body tension.
She's underneath into the zone, trying to work out underclinging it, bumps to the sloper. There is some friction on that.
Yes. Wow.
Powerful stuff, but she's got to work out. It's going to be she wants to get a high toe.
Yes.
But she's going to have to really commit to that heel.
Yeah.
That's high up.
But yeah, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, Oceana, this was her top on Boulder 1. Yeah, I want to talk to you a bit more about that. Anyway, big boost up, gets the left pinch in, matches with the right, and that was Oceana Osh's top. Yeah, safety is an interesting thing, because obviously it's something the route setters think about a lot. But I was told something by a route setter recently, which is athletes do crazy things. And, you know, they sometimes put in moves that you just don't see, like, a heel above your head at the top of the wall or something. Because topping that boulder is the only thing that they're thinking about in that moment.
Yeah, but the things they have to do, like it's written, I think, for the route setter that they have to take care of security and safety.
Yeah, they've got to be thinking of every eventuality
yes.
that everyone could possibly do, and I've seen some crazy things out there in the climbing wall. Right, and Non, though, is on this boulder. This is what started this conversation, this high move at the top. She went for the big heel and didn't 100% commit to it, but it's such a scary-looking move.
There is something you cannot control because climber will do crazy better, but the thing you can control, you have to think about the safety. It's so important.
Absolutely. Well, is she going to do it again? She's thinking about it. No, right, it gets the left hand. Now, this is where she stuck this right heel in. Running out. All right, there we go. This is people watching down in the commentary box. We're keeping an eye on the athletes. We'll let you know. If there's any temper tantrums, we'll tell you. Not which I've ever seen a temper tantrum, of course. Ayala sets up for the jump. Didn't get the left hand engaged. It didn't quite work. Shake of her head. Petra's back on it. 4 minutes 17 on the clock. Petra in 12th, but we know just a few tops can change everything. And this is her kind of a boulder, but can't hold the swing. There's Madison back in action on women's 2. Only got the zone on women's 1. Trying to figure out the start position. Now gets stood up. There's nothing more frustrating, and you'll know this listening at home, is when you can't get off the ground on a boulder in your commercial gym. It's the most irritating thing, and it must feel like that, but 10 times worse when you're in a World Cup boulder and you just can't figure it out.
Yeah, wow. And it's a long 5 minutes.
I bet.
But I think this beginning, like the fit looks really bad, but as long as they are on the volume, that are not so bad, so just have to trust it.
Madison comes into the pinch with the thumb, bumps the right hand up to the sloper, goes for a big TikTok style jump.
Like, maybe it looks better than it is. The friction is quite bad. Sorry. And Ayala is harder.
Yeah, that heel
against
hook.
something else.
Yeah, this is something else.
And as strong as you are, you can find crazy better.
Oh, well, she
and
has
make
done.
work something really hard.
I did not expect anyone would have the stretch on that.
Probably this one was quite hard.
Yeah, will that have taken its toll on her, though? Because another heel.
She's not finding the drop knee. So this swing will be strong.
Yeah, she's going to have to commit everything to the shoulders. I think she's going to drop it down.
Yeah.
I think she felt how powerful that catch would have been. Out with the left, now needs to swing.
Yeah. There is a lot of hesitation in this attempt, sadly. But she has plenty of time to make it.
Yeah, the hesitation is interesting. You can watch an athlete's body sometimes when they hesitate. You can see a bit go out of them, almost slump on the wall.
And for some boulders, it can work and it can be okay, and for some, really not efficient at all.
All right, well, Sandra goes to the right. Finds the zone. She's got 2 tops in the zone and is in 5th, so she can get a top here. She might be on for a
Yeah,
finals.
she has the 2 first boulders and the zone.
Moves up to 4th with that zone. Only 3 athletes have yet to hit the mats. Sandra isn't going to get the top. So Petra has got the toe hook in. couldn't unlock the swing before, as we watch Ayala reaching through.
Oh, and she wants to use the blocking holds, but no. Wow.
Well, she makes that work, and that, yeah, as Fanny said, wow, huge shoulder strength required. Has she got the power for the match, though? High foot, well, she did it in a weird way.
Oh my God.
Did not make that easy, but she has done it.
Luckily, she has a lot of margin in this style, and she can do this crazy bella.
All right, just let you know.
I guess everyone enjoyed a lot.
Love that. Petra comes up with the pinch, comes out. Natalia's just more small. Johanna with easy move, stands at the top of the volume with the left foot, the best part of that.
And Yula already did the dyno on the first one, and no problem on the shoulder swing.
Yeah, look at her on the top left.
Boom.
Well, quick from Julia.
So nice.
It'd be great to see her at a final. Oh, okay, let's not count my chickens. Johanna Faber falls on the first move. Oh, she's got herself stood up and is resting and chalking up. She goes for the match. Stretches the left foot out, right palm on the green volume. Now she gets the left hand, all good so far, but it's all about this. And she goes for the high heel to bring it back to the right.
She was like convinced, I'm going left, and then, okay, change.
Well, big change of mind, and well done for her. Meanwhile, two boulders in action. Johanna Faber is on your big screen. And Anon on women's 3. Johanna, it's our two angles showing how bad that right foot is. She's got it in now though, but pushing away from the left is hard.
Anon doing a really good job on the 3.
Went up, missed the jump.
One of the best attempts we see without top.
Picked on her head, maybe 130 where she starts climbing, but Johanna is back at it. Catches with the left hand. Good work from her.
Yeah, nice transfer of gravity center.
Didn't quite get the left toe underneath, missed it a bit.
Yes, I think she wanted too much to catch the toe and hold the holds, and you have to stand a lot on this little foothold on the right foot.
All right, Anon into the pinches. She looked good here before, holds the swing.
Very strong moves.
Match out to the right. Not sure she's got that, even with some rest, looking a bit tired. It's one of those boulders you've only got a couple of goes on.
Yes, and it's weird that she did an attempt at 1 minute and something, because she will have no time to rest and have a last good attempt.
Yeah, so she might have mistimed that. We'll watch back, but Johanna could have timed it perfectly. 36 seconds to go.
Yeah, she's really comfortable on the beginning, and then here.
Really flowing into that move. But standing into these volumes, it's proved hard. Watch the left toe again, just flicking up. Stashigeo as she came on. She's on women's 1. Madison's on women's 3. We stay with her now as she gets the toe in, comes to the crimp. Up to the slimp. The slimp? That's not the word. The pinch at a crimp and a pinch. I can't speak. Into the zone. Oh, huge swing with the legs, trying to hold herself in.
Yeah, it was really nice because she blocked totally her shoulders, but her legs like going totally back, but the rest of the body didn't move at all.
Ayala is quickly through the slabby part of women's 2. And Stasha has a look. I'm not sure if she's gone yet. Must have done. Ayala taking her time, chalking up. Trying to adjust her feet. Eventually goes out with a hand first before bringing the left foot through. And the right-hand side of the wall now is heavily marked up with rubber, so she'll have an idea of where everyone stood before. And look at Stasha as well on the top left. She skips the hold.
Special Stasha.
First one we've seen do that. I'm sure we'll see a big replay in a minute, but Stasha on the top left, skipped a hold, got the top. And Petra is on the slab on the top right. And Madison.
Yeah, looking solid on the last hold. Can she match?
Watch that heel as she tiptoes underneath, camming the toe to the wall. That's clever.
Yes. And locking it in the wall.
Yeah, smart stuff, Mayella.
Talon contre pointe.
Oh, what?
In French, it's talon contre pointe, like the heel hook and the toe hook locked.
Talon contre pointe?
Talon contre pointe.
Okay, I'll work on it.
And some climbers from the French team make a song with this.
Oh my God, you have to sing that off there later.
Nico Pelorson. Very strong athlete. Like, he was competing and now he's doing outdoor. And also singing and doing some very nice stuff.
I did not know singing was part of the French team. This is a good bit of info.
It's not translated, so maybe it's not so funny if you don't understand the, the lyrics.
They can sing it anyway. Petra asked for a brush and a smile. And we're going to watch that replay of Stasha after Petra when she's finished things off. Madison shaking her arms up in the air, trying to get rid of the pump. Yes, her teammate Sean McCall was climbing for the men, and her teammate Elana Yip will join me for the women's finals tonight. Ooh, tries to get the right foot and changes her mind.
Oh.
Huge splits. And Petra pressing with the left palm. Kicks the right foot out. She works her way down, slides the foot down the volume onto the hold. You can see the black trail of rubber left behind.
Very efficient on the beginning and nice. I think that was the moves I expect people to do.
I mean, you see it done like that and you're like, well, obviously that's it. Petra figured it out quickly. She's got a minute on the clock, so 4 attempts to get to here. Crimping the edge of the volume.
Yeah, nice. And now she don't have the palm, just the thumb on the upper part.
She's lay-backing like a non-corner thing. That's a crazy move. Athlete watch, Johanna Faber just walked past with an ice pack on her head. I'm not sure if that's for heat or for a bruise. If it's a bruise, we wish her the best of luck. Madison Fisher goes out right, misses the blue beta break at the top here. Right hand, now usually the athletes have been jumping right and pressing. She gets a high heel, matches, and then rocks up on the heel all the way to the top.
The heel is still the foot on the purple one, very low. Such a better break, maybe.
Hannah Moyle is out, looking good at the moment. She's had a bit of a break from the last 2 comps. And clearly that did her good because she's cruising at the moment.
Little hesitation, but then going fully committed. And then not using the drop knee, but strong enough to cross. And she did catch a very small swing.
Wow, Hannah up. Look at the strength from her. Needs to match it though.
Feet. Yeah, so I think some athletes are missing, and so it's a little bit open for going into final, and some of athletes get into this narrow wall and find the flow and get the confidence that you need to make a very strong performance.
Whenever that happens. Oh, she goes up into the crimps, gets the double toes in. Easy through her from her. She's very powerful. Everyone always says that about her, how strong she is.
Yeah, she improved so much in physical strength.
Facebook, Twitter. Don't think we've got TikTok yet, but all the things. Right, Anon tries to find a good way of coming across. Needs to leave that palm behind.
And Julia, no problem on the beginning.
Yeah, Julia looking good. She goes a very long method.
She keep her feet really low.
Yeah, and her hand just sort of crept across underneath. But Julia is one move off, but Anon stands up to the volume, nearly gets it. And there is Julia on the final move, right foot out right. She's going to go for that. She wants a knee bar, maybe.
And she's pitching.
And here we go, almost synchronized, they pull on.
Yeah, it must be hard to start the 3 after doing a lot of attempts in the last move of number 2.
So Lilia, right, Anon pushes across. She's changing her feet. She had her right foot lower before. Not sure if that works.
Oh, and
no sleeves as well on the bottom of the screen. We stay with Julia then with 19 seconds.
Yeah, and I think she needs the top here for finals.
Yeah, she's got 12 seconds. It is time, but she needs to commit to a method here. Bumps the hand. She's going to go for the heel. We're looking for control. 5 seconds to go. That's going to count.
So nice. She knows like the last move is about friction and she will need to shulk before. So that's why, because I'm not sure she used to climb with shulk back.
That's a very good point, yeah. She's good at reading boulders and seeing the possible points.
Strategy, yeah.
Gets the thumb and palming out right. Good flexibility from Stasha. She brings her right leg up.
Yeah, true.
Ayala Kadem as well, she's nearing the really tricky point on her boulder.
Wow.
Stasha falls.
Trying to break it again, but this time it doesn't work.
Look at this Mayella,
Wow.
huge heel.
Almost going static.
That's an exciting method. And Madison as well, she presses out of the corner. Well, we're crescendoing in our semi-final here as we near the end. Boulder 1 is done and dusted. We won't see any more athletes on that. All right, here goes Madison, cupping that volume with the right hand. Thumb on, really horizontal, looking down at her hand, which can be a bit scary on a slab. You don't want to face plant that thing. She's going to stand up quickly with the toe. We haven't seen many people drop right using that palm.
No, only one, I guess.
Interesting how it changes sometimes. Stasha gets underneath, she goes for the cross through. And has to do the match on the sloper, bumps the right hand up. She looks comfortable on the sloper at the moment.
She can retrace the little foot, which is good, and match easily.
Easy stuff from Stasha, so that's 2 out of 2 for her.
So not so tiny box for this heel at the end. Easy for Stasha.
Easy for Stasha. Well, she moves up the leaderboard into 8th, joint 8th with Julia Kruder. Things could really change in the top 6 here. Ayala will look to try to change things. She's in 7th. Holds the swing. Will she do the heel? Makes the match, goes out right. Now brings the heel up again.
Very nice. Nice.
Gets the slack, turns the toe. Oh, big scream as she has to hold it. And that's a classic Ayala elevator door style to start things, slapping into the catch. Right foot on the lower of the feet. We've seen lots of different feet movements through here.
Yeah, many things work, and some of the athletes prefer to smear on the volume, and others choose straight to go to the holds.
Which one will Madison pick this time? She waits for the brusher to leave. She's outside of the final and won't get into the final, but would like to finish things off strongly.
And it looks tough. People was reaching and not having a big swing.
Right, Julia, can she find more magic? She's had enough of it today already. Up she goes into the zones easily. Not this time.
Very nice, but she missed the, like she couldn't keep the foot, and for the girls who make this swing catch work, they all keep the foot. I think it's like really hard on the upper body, but also on abs and core.
Yeah, and she is resting. She's going to have a big rest. Osh tries to get stood up. Oh, big foot pop. And I think she knows that was maybe the wrong way to go.
Yeah, these little foots have a part of slippery, and they are not in the best orientation. So this makes really hard to do the boulder.
Absolutely. Well, Hannah is stood up with a knee. I can't remember who else did that, but someone did that. Stands up underneath, turns the body. Hannah on her second attempt on this. Finds the match and gets the crimp in. Really good climb from Hannah Moyle. Goes for the toe, which is the riskiest way, but she makes it work. Mackenzie on 4. Here is Osh. Brings the feet down, kicks it out to the right. Not using a foot at the moment. She adjusts with the hand first. Rotates through, there's the zone. Pressing away from that wall is tricky. She stands on the bottom foot. And I think she's looking to stand up to the volume. Or maybe not.
Wow. Double might not be the good solution.
That's a long way. Yulia is fighting hard. Johanna Faber in 5th, Ryu Nakagawa in 6th. Osh gets stood up. Easy now for her. Changes the left foot around, facing back towards the entrance now.
It's a shame that the zone hold is not higher, because it doesn't make a big difference in between climbers.
No, you're right, there's lots of zones on the scoreboard. It's just this move, and she goes for the method, perhaps, that was intended. Yulia. Well, this is the last time she's going to have to try this hard. There's a slab coming next. Looks a bit of away from that move at the moment.
Yeah, she looks out of energy for this move, but good fight. Because the first section is still really strong, I guess.
Absolutely. Well,
really
Osh is still going. She's got 10 seconds. She's already got the zone, and she's not going to top this out in the time allowed. And she is done for this. That was the move that themselves from people touching them. Maybe she didn't look out right, didn't see the palm. We'll see. Easy start. She unlocks the heel.
Yeah, the press and coordination is not obligatory like she did.
Makes the match. Which foot will she go for? There's 2 to choose from down there. Creeps out. She's going to palm.
And going hand first is really more powerful. But
into the zone, rotates the feet. Standing on the top one. Ayala now right on her tiptoes on that right foot. Really testing the edging ability of those shoes as she rocks over. Bit of a shake going on. We call that disco leg, Elvis leg, whatever you want. But it's a bit of a nightmare if you're a climber trying to stand on something small. She's trying to just calm herself down, bring that heart rate up, down. And she might go for the press, but I think she's going to go for the jump.
yeah. So it's different for everyone.
That's a good point, yeah, everyone's skins. But, you know, with the new combined format, Boulder's kind of getting a bit longer with the 2 zones, so you might have to start taking one off.
Maybe. I always have one, but never put it.
Ayala's in the corner. This is where she had to turn on a lot of power to get through using her method. Loses the right foot, but recatches it with the left.
I hope we will have this disco leg again.
I know, it was really shaking, wasn't it?
That's the thing.
Let's see, it was the right leg that let her down. It's so annoying when it happens, because you're like, why is my leg doing this? You know, I have no control. No such issues this time.
And sometimes you don't feel like so unconfident on the hole, but just it's shaking.
Yeah, it's the oddest
like
feeling. Well, there it goes again a little bit, but she sits on it quickly. Right, got to stand up now. She knows making it 4 out of 4 would just guarantee her that finals place. Doesn't want to leave its chance.
She has the heel super high on the right foot.
Right, knee pressed into the wall. She's been sat on that right foot for a long time. She looks right at the palm, looks up.
Nice.
Good work from her.
It's like going but staying at the same time. Interesting move.
And now she's got to figure out how to get the feet out. She's having the same problem a lot have done in that position, which is by not falling, you're very stretched out, you've got a toe underneath, it's all good, you can't see the feet.
Yeah.
All right, Stasha starts to power upwards. Probably last attempt from her.
Wow. Oh, she catches the feet at the same time as she catches the swing. Nice.
Good work from Stasha. 19 seconds though. Hannah takes her time to read the climb.
I think for shorter people it was also hard to catch the feet on the very right from the undercling. That's why some people choose other better, maybe.
Julia does a bit of everything there.
Yeah, but yeah, could work.
Yeah, at least she's seen the palm. Hannah needs to work out how to unlock the toe. Holds it with a pinch, but loses her feet. Somehow she's still on. I thought she was definitely going to drop that. Right.
Putting the foot and the toe, that's really nice.
That will have cost her some power, though.
But then, yeah, well, she managed to put the foot on the left, but not on the blue one.
Goes for the Ayala style high heel. Yeah, I think that through in that moment. Julia again, 3 minutes 20, misses the first move. That pressure perhaps started to tickle at her brain. Just a couple of climbs to go before we wrap things up.
I hope we will have other tops. Otherwise, it means that it will count a lot of attempts to the finalists and non-finalists, which can be very frustrating when you're under the line. Yeah,
we want to see something happen in the last bit to get a bit more separation. Yeah. If you look at the top from 4 to 6, as you said, there's nothing more.
She rests and she waits for the last one because I think she will have a way better chance to send.
Yeah.
But when you're on the mat, it's so hard to wait.
I bet. I just get nervous the longer the wait goes on. You know, it just builds up. But Julia is not having fun on that slab. She hasn't got long. Hannah finally gets on the wall. Does my heart some good. Right, she's on. Thank goodness, climbing. Nice up to the crimp from Hannah. Into the pinch. Looks more powerful here. This is where she started to struggle.
The swing. Some of the girls catch the swing the other way, like the right hand.
For her. Going quickly. Mean look on her face here as she tries to force her way upwards. Needs a bit of beast mode going on. Holds the toe, flicks it, catches.
And then, left again. Come on.
Peeling off and can't figure it.
Yeah, there is those kind of...
Remember, 8 p.m. Central European time is the women's final tonight. Tomorrow is the semi-final for the men and final for the men. Swapped around from before.
Ayala just reactions from her teammates saying her, "You're third place."
Yeah, she walked out immediately sort of with a questioning look on her face, and yeah, she's enjoying it. All right, Stasha isn't safe though. She's in 9th. Positively through the step. Up she goes towards the zone. Bit of disco leg on the right. This is just so much pressure being put through the right foot. She goes for the setter style. Stasha will go again. And get to focus on just one athlete at a time as we near the last couple of climbs of the semis. Bumps the foot down. This is where she was so positive when she stepped across. Gets the toe in, crosses over with the right. Underneath into the zone.
Nice, pretty transfer. Yeah. Put the palm a little bit further.
Well, we've only seen 2 athletes, Natalia Grossman and Xian So, top this route, this boulder so far. It's not easy. Can Stasha make it 3? She needs
can
to.
Reach the hole.
Yeah, she might be able to, yeah.
That's good.
Oh, crosses with the right.
Wow,
Watch
she's
that.
so tall.
A lot of core to get stood up off this.
And then this last hold is really tricky, like there is many different way of holding it. Wow.
Wow, that's good work from Stasha. She makes the match, and that's going to jump her up into a finals place. We wait for the confirmation. And with 30 seconds gone, she pulls off the ground into the starting position. Here we go. Straight through with the feet, positive stuff. She stands right on the edge of that triangle.
Maybe with only the zone. I don't know how many attempts she did. I know. She needs a block.
Well, it's nice to know what's happening. We need a top here. She's in 8th. He will be nervous. Hannah, again, same method. Left foot, right foot over. Cruise through this before.
Very confident on their feet. Very nicely done.
Didn't even look at left toe, just, yep, there it is.
Yeah, she was so much into her right foot.
Oh, pinching that hold.
Matching.
But that's quite an awkward move to the left now.
Like, it looks good when you palm it, but it's far to go to the top. The other one, turn a little bit and pinch the hold, like this.
Like that, yeah, she's in a better position.
But it makes it more physical.
Cost her, and it has cost her a bit of energy. She tells herself to focus out there, gets the heel in 8th. What an exciting end to this semi-final for the women. Nearly drops the foot. Does pop the left this time.
We can clearly see a lot of to keep everything together.
Right, Hannah goes again. She's giving it everything out there, but it's not working. She changes the beater.
Yes, very smart, very quick decision and really good.
And she needs a top. Same position, 22 seconds. Might not be enough time. Audience get behind her, 15 seconds. If she does this, it's going to be the closest buzzer I've ever seen. But I don't think she is with 5 seconds to go. Hannah Moyle knows she's outside of the top 6.
Now it's only frustration.
Oh, she'll come back stronger next time. Natalia Grossman comes through in 1st position, followed by Xian So Stacia gave us a big wave and a thumbs up just now. Ayala Karem, she gets into fourth, was delighted. Oceana McKenzie in fifth. And Johanna Faber, a nervous wait, but she gets the last and sixth place in the final.
Yeah, back in final for Joanna. Wow.
It's going to be good. Well, thank you so much, Fanny. I enjoyed talking that through with you. I know you would have been out there on the mats ideally, but you get a chance in Innsbruck next week.
Yeah, luckily on only 4 days. That's really cool.
There we go.
It was nice to commentate. I was really nervous, but yeah.
You did great. You did really good. It was lovely having you here. Thank you. Well, we'll come back at 8 p.m. tonight as we just look at the last rankings for the athletes. Petra Kunga did a good job.